Montana congressional candidates are making their final campaign finance disclosures this week before the June 7th primary. Over the last month and a half, fundraising has continued and spending has really heated up. In the 1st Congressional District, covering western Montana, former Congressman and Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke extended his fundraising lead in the Republican primary. He's brought in another $462,000 since April 1st and spent $796,000. Former State Senator Al Olszewski reported raising almost $32,000 in that period, and he spent nearly $220,000. Kalispell businesswoman Mary Todd's campaign brought in $280,000, with more than $250,000 of that coming from Todd loaning her own money. She spent $336,000 in April and May. In the Democratic race, Missoula attorney Monica Tranell reported raising $207,000 since April 1st. She spent $375,000 over the same period. Cory Newman, a nonprofit executive from Bozeman, brought in $162,000, less than Tranell in this period, though she still raised more overall. Newman also spent more, $662,000. Former State Representative Tom Winter brought in more than $13,000 and spent more than $24,000. In the 2nd Congressional District, covering central and eastern Montana, incumbent Republican Matt Rosendale raised $233,000 and spent less than $132,000 in April and May, leaving him with more than $1 million on hand. The race for the Democratic nomination in the East was reshaped by the death of State Senator Mark Sweeney, who had been the leading fundraiser in that primary. The latest fundraising report for Penny Ronning, a former Billings City Council member, was not yet available Friday afternoon, and Skylar Williams of Billings has still raised and spent less than $5,000. Gary Buchanan, who's trying to qualify for the Eastern District ballot as an independent, raised more than $45,000 in the latest period and spent $32,000. There were 5 other Republican candidates across the 2 districts for whom no updated campaign finance reports were available as of Friday afternoon. They included Mitch Hewer and Matt Jetty in the West, and Kyle Austin, James Boyette, and Charles Walkingchild in the East. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.